down to the kitchen, so wait for a second. Morning, William.
Morning, Father.
Just check if my watch is right this morning. William! William!
How was I to know the book was wrong? Blaming me because the book was wrong.
Good morning, William.
Good morning.
You feeling sad, William?
Anyone will feel sad. How was I to know that the book didn't know what it was talking about? You'd expect a book to know, wouldn't you? Blaming me because the book didn't know what it was talking about. It's enough to make anyone feel sad, the things my father said to me about that clock and everything. Well, you'd expect a book about machinery, just know a little bit about machinery, wouldn't you? The boat sank in the pond. Instead of feeling just a little bit sorry for me, they all blame me for the clock and everything. As if I'd wrote that book.
Poor William. I'm so sorry. Play games with me.
What sort of games?
Play house, William. It's such a nice game. You and me be married.
What, you mean Red Indians and you a squaw?
No, not Red Indians.
Pirates?
Oh, no, William. They're the nasty. Just an ordinary sort of married. You go to the office and me go shopping and to matinees and to the dinner and that sort of thing.
If you think I'm going to play a game like that...
Please do, William, or I'll scream and scream and scream.
All right, come on.
This must be the house. And now you'll go to the office, darling William, and I'll see to the things at home. Goodbye, and work hard and make a lot of money because I want a lot of new clothes. I've simply nothing fit to wear. The office is that corner of the barn. You stay there and count 100 and then come home to your dinner and bring me a box of chocolates and a large bunch of flowers.
Do you think I'm going to go
I
and buy...
don't mean real ones, William. I mean pretend ones. Sticks or grass. Or anything will do.
No, I won't. I won't even pretend to give presents to an old girl.
But I'm your wife, William.
All right, I'll see. Goodbye.
Aren't you going to kiss me?
No, I don't think I'd better. I'm afraid he'd given you some type of germ or something. Goodbye. To do at the office.
And I kept waiting and waiting and thinking you'd come back every minute and didn't.
How could I? How could I come back every minute? How could anyone come back every minute? Anyway, it's lunchtime and I'm going home.
William, your hair's revolting and so are your hands and face.
Oh, I've washed them and I've brushed it.
They're all filthy.
I don't see what else you can do with faces and hair than wash them and brush it. If you don't like the colour they wash and brush it, I can't help that. It's their natural colour. It's the colour they was born with. I can't do more than wash them and brush it.
Yes, you can. You can go and wash them and brush it again.
Some people don't care how often they make other people go up and down stairs, tiring themselves out. I shouldn't be surprised if I died quite a lot sooner than what I would have done with all this walking up and down stairs, tiring myself out, and all because my faces and hands and hair are a colour that you don't like.
Hello, William.
Oh, hello, Joe.
What are you doing this afternoon, William?
Nothing in particular.
I'm glad to be back for my holiday. I kept thinking about you and the others and wondering what you were doing. You especially. Come on, William, and play house with me again.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to have you for a wife again. And if I play house, I'm going to have Joan.
You can't do that.
Can't do what?
Can't change your wife. It's divorce if you do, and you get hung for it.
I don't believe you. You don't know anything about it. You've never been married, so you don't know nothing about it.
I do know. Here's Ginger and Douglas and Hubert Lane. You ask them.
Hi, is it divorce if you change your wife? And you get hung for it? She says it is. It's all she knows.
It's called bigamy, not divorce. I know because my cousin's gardener did it. He got put in prison.
It's not big what you said. It's divorce. I know because a friend of mine's uncle did it. So there.
Do you think that I don't know what my own cousin's gardener did?
And do you think I don't know what my own friend's uncle did?
Well, here's Mr. March coming. Let's ask him. Come.
Hey, Mr. March.
I say, excuse me, Mr. March.
I say, Mr. March, is it divorce or bigamy if you change your wife?
And they get hung or put in prison.
Which of you wants to change his wife, eh? Which of you isn't satisfied with his spouse? Excellent, eh?
He's cracked.
Yeah. My mother says he's awful rich. He's calling your sister Ethel.
Then he must be cracked.
Anyway, this is divorce, and I don't care if it isn't. If you won't play house with me again, I'll scream and scream and scream until I'm sick, and I can.
Will you play house with me, Joan?
All right, and we live next door to you, William.
That old Hubert coming messing about in our barn. I vote we chuck him out. Just chuck him out.
Yeah, we need to tell his mum, and she come fussing. She tell our fathers, and she go exaggerating all over the place.
Well, let's think of a plan then. I know. One word. Listen, we pretend there's a magic story.
Have a bullseye.
Thank you.
I say, Hubert, we've got a secret. If you come over here, we'll tell you. Douglas has found out a secret about this barn. He got it off a witch. There's a straw in this barn that if you tread on, it makes you disappear. So we're going to tread about a bit just to see if we can find it. And we don't want to leave you out of it, so you can just tread about with us, just in case we find it.
I bet I find it first.
Oh, I say, where's Hubert got to?
I'm here.
Where's he gone to? He was here a minute ago.
I'm here.
Yes, he just seems to have disappeared.
I'm afraid he must have found the grass.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I'll just go and see if he's hiding over there. No, that's most mysterious where he's got to. Let's try calling him. Hubert! 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 Well, did Hubert say anything about making them visible again?
No, I'm afraid he'll always be invisible now, and he'll die of slow starvation, because, of course, no one will ever see him to give him anything to eat.
Oh, poor boy.
I'm going home. I don't want to go.
Well, there's Hubert at the door.
Can you see me now? Am I all right?
Yeah, it's all right now. We can see you now. You must have just trodden that straw and disappeared. But it's all right now. Aren't you coming back to play? Why, Ginger, I do believe he's beginning to disappear again. Well, that's got rid of him. And if I'm not clever, I don't know who is.
I bet you're not quite as clever as you think you are.
Oh, yeah, how do you know that, eh? How do you know how clever I think I am? You must think yourself jolly clever if you think you know how clever I think I am.
You have been making a noise. Where's the boy with the bullseye?
He's gone away.
I want a bullseye. You're a nasty boy to let him go away when I want a bullseye.
Well, you can go after him.
Yes, I shall. You're a nasty, rude boy, and I don't love you, and I don't want you for a husband. I want the boy with the bullseye.
What about divorce or big or whatever it is? What about that, eh? What about you getting hung?
If anyone tries to hang me, I'll scream and scream and scream until I'm sick, and I can.
Well, that's got rid their silly games with him. I'm tired of them. Let's go down the farm road and see who can throw stones farther.
Right.
It counts 10 to hit the tree and 15 to reach the cow.
I'll tell Father. He said you oughtn't to throw stones.
If it comes to that, he said you oughtn't to wear high heels.
Why, Miss Brown, what a surprise. What an honour. Well, what's it going to be? Divorce or bigamy, eh?
I said he was cracked! He'd just about suit Ethel, then. I say, if Ethel married him, she'd go away from our house and live in his, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
I wish there's some way of making them fall in love with each other.
Oh, there is, William. We've been learning it at school. Someone called Shakespeare wrote it. You keep on saying to both of them that the other's in love with them, and they fall in love and marry. I know. We did it last term. One of them was Beatrice, and I forget the other.
You said it was Shakespeare.
No, he's the one that tells about it.
Sounds a queer sort of tale to me. Couldn't you write to him and get it a bit plainer what to do?
Write to him? He's dead. Fancy you not knowing that. Fancy you not knowing that Shakespeare's dead.
How was I to know he's dead? I can't know everyone's name what's dead. I bet there's lots of dead folks' names what you don't know.
Oh, you do? I bet I know more dead folks' names than you do. He said that anyway. He said that if you keep on making up nice things and saying that the other said it about them, they fall in love and marry. It must be true because it's in a book.
It'd take a bit of arranging, but it might just come off. I say, Ethel, when I saw Mr. March today, he says that you're the apple of his life. He says that he loves you with the most devouring passion. He says that you're absolutely the most beauteous maid he's ever come across.
Will you be quiet and let me read?
He says that he doesn't mind your hair being red, even though he knows that some people think it's ugly. That's noble of him, you know, Ethel, that's noble.
If you won't be quiet, I'll have to go into another room.
He says that he's deep in love with you, that he doesn't mind you being so bad-tempered. He likes it. Or at any rate, he expects you'll get used to it. He says that he adores you, just like what people do on the pictures. Did you know that he puts his hand on his stomach and rolls his eyes whenever he thinks of you?
Will you be quiet?
No, but listen, Ethel, please. He says that... I say, Ethel, when I met Mr. March,
William,
he said...
if you mention that man's name to me once more, William, I'll tell Father that you've been eating the grapes in the hothouse.
But how did you know that I'd... Oh. All right. Smashing, Joan. What luck, your father's got a typewriter.
I looked up every word in the dictionary.
What for?
Spelling.
Oh.
Every time I make a mistake, I retype the whole thing.
Well, how many have we sent all together?
5. They all begin, Dear Mr. March. They all end, Please do not answer this or mention it to me, and do not mind if my manner to you seems different to these letters. I cannot explain, but you know that my heart is full of love for you. Sincerely, Ethel Brown.
Yeah, I think we should add a P.S.
Saying what?
Saying, P.S. I would be very grateful if you gave my little brother William half a crown when next you meet him. I am penniless and he is such a nice, good boy.
We can't say that.
Of course we can.
divorce or bigamy, eh? Excellent.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's just right. Read it out.
Dear George, may I call you George now? Will you meet me in the tea room near Fisher's Lock tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock? Will you wear a red carnation, and I will wear a red rose as gages of our love? I want to tell you how much I love you, though I'm sure you know. Let us be married next Monday afternoon. Do not speak to me of this letter, but just come to the tea room wearing a red carnation, and I will come wearing a red rose as gages of our love. I hope you'll love my little brother William too. He's very fond of caramels. Yours with love, Ethel Brown. Soon I hope to be March. I don't think we should put about you in the caramels.
Oh, well, I wanted to put it in to make it seem more natural. I mean, it's only natural that she'd want him to be kind to her brother as well. I mean, not knowing Ethel like I do, he'll just think it's natural.
All right, we'll put it then.
I say, Ethel,
What?
Gladys Barker wants to meet this afternoon. I met her this morning.
Oh, did she say any time?
Yeah, soon after 3.
Why on earth didn't you tell me sooner?
I forgot.
I suppose you forgot where as well.
No, she said the tea room at Fisher's Lock.
Oh, how very nice, dear.
No, no,
William,
no.
dear, don't eat with your mouth full.
No. Oh, Ethel.
Now what is it?
I'm sorry I forgot about the time.
I should hope you are.
I just thought you might like to have this. It does go nice with the dress.
Oh, thank you, William.
Oh, just off to meet Gladys, dear.
Yes,
You look very nice, dear.
thank you, Mother. You know, sometimes I think that perhaps I misjudge William.
Oh, I expect you do, dear.
Little girl.
What? Where's Gladys?
The time has come to drop the mask of haughtiness, eh? I know all now, you know, from your own sweet lips. I mean your own sweet pen. I know how your little heart beats when you think of your George. I know who is your ideal, your beloved knight. You are all those sweet things you wrote to me as well. Don't be frightened, little girl. I return your affection. But not on Monday afternoon. No, I don't think we can manage it quite as soon as that.
Mr. March, are you ill?
Ew! My little Popsy, no, I'm well. Your dear, loving letters have made me well. I was so touched by them, little Ethelkins. And I admire you as well. The gauge of your love, eh?
Mr. March, you must be mad. I've never written to you in my life.
Oh, do not deny the fond impeachment. You have seen these before, eh? Dear George, may I call you George now? I will meet you in the tea room by Fisher's Lock at 3.
I've never heard of such rubbish.
Rubbish?
Oh, I've never seen the idiotic things before. You must be mad.
You didn't write them?
Of course not. How could you be such a fool as to think I did?
I'll place my order later. You naughty little girl. Oh, she's coy. I know better. Huh? I know she wants me to caress her little hand.
Oh, no, I don't.
Ah! Ah!
Ethel, don't do that! Don't drown him, not after all the trouble he's took! He's got a lot of money, and a nice house, and a big garden! Don't drown him! Marry him!
You hateful boy! I'm going straight home to tell Father.
Someone's going to pay for this. I'm going to have the law.
Willie made a nice mess of everything. I took a lot of trouble trying to get her married. And look how she behaved. She's turned into an old maid and she needn't blame me because it's not my fault. I've done everything I could. Seems to me she's going to go on living in our house all her life until she dies. That's a nice lookout for me, isn't it? I mean, it seems to me that if she won't get married, when you practically fix it all up for her and save her the trouble like this, she won't ever get married. She needn't blame me because she turned into an old maid. I've done the best.
Mother, can't we do anything about William? Or can't we send him to an orphanage or something?
Oh, no, dear. You see, for one thing, he isn't an orphan.
But he's so awful. He's so unspeakably dreadful.
Oh, no, Ethel, you mustn't say things like that about your little brother. Well, you were quite nice about him a few days ago. And I often think that when William's just been washed and tidied up and had a haircut and got a new suit on, well, then he looks quite sweet.
Come on, let's have a change. Ginger, you be Mr. March, and Joan, you be Ethel. Now, come on. What kind of silly like Ethel done? Come on, Ginger. You know, with a soft look on your face. All right, let's start. Come on.
I know you're nice and all that. Let me take your hand.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you've missed out the bit where he falls in. Come on, let's get it all right. Back to the beginning. Come on, silly walk like Ethel.
Little girl, I know you're nice and all that. Let me take your hand.
Oh, no, you don't.